Yes. As I just mentioned the Jewish community, let me just add as well that something which takes place every single Saturday, the Jewish Sabbath, in synagogues up and down the country, in this country. And there's a prayer which is said for the Queen, for Her Majesty. It's said in Hebrew. Basically, it's a long... And actually, if I just show this directly to the camera, which is in Hebrew, of course, I'm not going to read the whole thing, and I'm not going to translate the whole thing, but I'm going to translate just a couple of words, because it's very interesting, because yesterday was very different from previous days. Yesterday was different from previous weeks and months and years, which goes back to George the Sixth and George the Fifth and beyond. And the prayer basically starts off, he who gives salvation to kings and dominion to princes, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, may he bless our sovereign lady, Queen Elizabeth, and Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, Charles, Prince of Wales, and all the royal family. It changed a little bit, of course, as the Prince of Wales was still the Prince of Wales up until a few days ago. The Duke of Edinburgh passed away a few years ago. Yesterday, that whole prayer changed, and it actually, obviously, from the Malka in Hebrew, which means queen, to the Melech in Hebrew, which means king, and then, of course, because it's masculine and feminine in the Hebrew language as well. So if I just show this again to the camera, you can see the red words where the actual grammar has been changed, just to remind the person who was actually reading it of exactly what's being...
where it's changed.
Yeah, exactly. So, because you begin to say something when you say it on a regular basis, it becomes monotonous and becomes robotic. So therefore, sometimes you don't look... But it's an amazing prayer. Hanoisem Teshua Lam Lachim Umemshala, he who gives salvation to kings, pretty much what I just said, and then it moves on to say, Hu Yavarech Yishmo, and may he bless, and may he protect, and may he guard the king, which is a tremendous thing.
And they're on it. I mean, they're on it quickly to make sure that they've got it changed to honour the new king, and that is, and I keep saying it this morning, that is monarchy.